Printmaking to me is sort of a journaling gesture. It's something that I can put my present into, and also in the present there are a lot of unpredictable things, and I think printmaking is a way that I also challenge myself to accept unpredictable things and try to make something beautiful out of it. My name is Merissa Tee, and sometimes they call me Mercy in Mercy Studio. And what I do is interdisciplinary work. I do not like to put them into categories because I feel like art is art. And recently I've been discovering the beauty of cyanotype these past few years, even though I started off with a lot of paintings. So I approached my cyanotype with a lot of painterly feeling. And also there's video art and sound art that I also use as a way of journaling, documentation of my life, and I piece them together like collage. So in the end, it's a lot of collaging as well. I was living in Korea 2019, and that's where the pandemic happened. So I was going in thinking that I'm going to paint every sky, every blue sky I see, and every blue sea I encounter. That was like my romantic idea, to be like impressionist, to try to paint everything, and I wanted to give myself a sense of therapeutic, like through art, therapeutic like healing through art. But that wasn't possible, as you know. I was stuck in my one room in Korea, and being a Singaporean alone in a foreign country where they speak a different language, and there were a lot of expectations and pressure upon me because I was in school. And I think at that time I started painting in my room, and so I documented things by painting, and then I started taking pictures, I started taking videos, trying to make sense of things. And at that time, being isolated, it was very traumatic. Knowing that, you know, when I was younger, when I was fearful, I always keep myself in a room, in my bed, and that came back to me in my adulthood, and that was a very strange feeling. And then the only connection I had to outside world was online, and there was a lot of fear mongering, there was a lot of false news, there was a lot of real news that were very devastating. So that was like this bombardment of information and emotions that I felt. And at that time, I was, this is about what inspires me, like one message that I would say is, behind every fear, there is a wonder. Create collages to input so many things in one cohesive image. And I hope that when people come in and see the artworks, they realize there is a very strange tension and juxtaposition of fear and wonder, but that's life, and that's okay. And I think blue helps to be that language as well. I think it works quite well to give this message. Yeah. I think cyanotype for now, it's one medium that I really want to look into more. You know, I've made really big paintings, like big cyanotype tapestries. I'm looking into miniature ones now, like into specimens, into small little things where I can like input as much information, or maybe minimalize it and try to create small versions of my memories, the fragments. That's something that I'm thinking of doing. Maybe perhaps also looking into different ways I can change the color, you know, in toning it. That's also something that I like to do. And also I've been doing a lot of projects. Now there's one project that is a community art-based project doing with the students in NAFA also. And we are going to highlight, it's called Hidden Threads of Blue, and we're going to highlight different mental struggles that we cannot be articulated in words. So we use cyanotype, the color blue, as we talked about the different meanings of blue, and at the same time we are going to discover threads and how they can speak a sort of language. So that's something that we are working on together also.